I would say tax the billionaires. Break up the monopolies, tax the billionaires. They're easy messages. They're straightforward. Tax the corporations, tax the big corporations, or if you want to get even tax the multinational conglomerates, whatever. I mean, to me, it's very simply, this is a ridiculous system, ridiculous that nobody ever would have imagined to be any good. You with your $500 debt, it shouldn't be a worry. You see Elon Musk, you see Jeff Bezos and his $40 million wedding. Tax them at the rate we used to tax them in the 1950s, all taken care of.
And I would put something else on the table, which is like, let's talk about the minimum wage and raising that to $20 or $25. I mean, there has to be a way for folks. People in this country want to work. They want dignity. They don't want to be on the margins. I mean, I talk about this when we're out in the town hall setting, but my experience as a single mom 20 years ago, it was an $886 dental bill that sent us into financial ruin. And I think we're also creating space where we can actually talk about these things without the stigma and the shame, because we feel like when you're in that position, you feel like you did something wrong. And we all want to provide for our families and for our neighbors. And this system, I would say the system is rigged against you currently. Like you are not a crazy person to feel like you can go to work, you can work 2 jobs and not make it. And we've got to take on the whole system, which does mean, taking on corporations, breaking up monopolies, and means paying us a fair wage. It's making things like childcare and healthcare affordable and accessible. And there's no reason we can't do it. We've seen more billionaires created since the pandemic, which is bananas, where most families, since the pandemic, most families haven't fully recovered. And we've had more billionaire growth in this country than anywhere else on the globe. And we need to take it on. And they have more money that they can spend in their lifetime. So need not pity them. They will be fine.